In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Glenn, are you drinking on the job?
What's it to you?
You know you're on the verge of being fired, right?
Say that one more time and I'll hit you.
You can't talk to me like that. You're fired. Clear out your desk and go home.
I warned you. It's dead. I gotta get out of here. Is he dead?
Just got called in this morning. They found the employee here and strangled to death. Where do we even start with this?
The employees?
You really think it was one of them? I guess it's a place to start. Look what I found. It says here that there was an employee named Glenn. Glenn was having anger issues in adjusting since he got here 6 months ago. He's about to be fired for anger management and problems and rumors of drinking on the job. Looks like our guy.
Told you.
Time to go ask some questions. FBI, open up!
No one's home.
You're under the arrest for murder.
I didn't do anything.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in a court of law.
It's gonna be alright. We'll be fine.
What are we gonna do?
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
But you need an alibi. You don't have one.
You'll be my alibi. Just say, we were at home, I was sick, I didn't go to work. That's it.
You sure this'll work?
I'm positive. That's all you need to tell the judge. And we moved to California because we had a better life there, and that's why we kept moving. That's all you need to say.
Okay. God, yeah, I just don't know. I mean, we got the stuff we found in his house, but that's not enough. I mean, they want more proof, more proof. How do we prove this guy's guilty? I mean, he's locked up right now, but what if we can't prove it? What if this monster gets away? What if, you know?
Just have some faith.
I guess you're right. Stick to what old Daddy told us.
All rise for the case of California versus Glenn Waddell. The Honorable Judge Bowe is now entering.
Order in the court. We will now hear the opening statements from the defense attorney Keene and from the prosecutor Tim. On the jury we have Okonkwo, Hassan, and Orleana. This will be a fair trial, and all sides will be heard before the jury makes their final decision. Bring in the accuser.
Your Honor, the man over there is a murderer. We have a lot of evidence that places him at the scene of the crime, and this is the case of someone's life, and our investigation will prove that Glenn Waddell was there and he murdered his boss over a job.
Your Honor, no one ever seems to see the side of the accused. This man has an alibi proving that he was at home, and he's innocent.
Thank you. We will now begin the trial. The defense calls Glenn Waddell to the stand.
So, Glenn, tell the people what happened that night.
Well, I was at home sick, and I was with my wife.
So you were never actually there, correct?
Correct.
I would like to ask the jury how a man who wasn't even there could possibly be proven guilty. I rest my case.
The prosecutor may now be cross-examined.
Glenn, is it true that you were scheduled to work that day?
Yes.
And was it true that you were about to be fired because of your anger management problems and drinking on the job?
I don't know who told you that, but they're wrong. I didn't kill anyone.
Easy there. You look like a pretty strong guy. Those are some large hands you have there. Just the kind that would be good for strangling someone. Would you show the jury your hands?
I didn't kill him. I stayed at home with my wife. That's it.
Yeah, but you were scheduled to work that day, and some employees said they saw you at work.
Yeah, but I never was. Whoever told you that was lying the whole time.
Well, I'm done with you. I've heard enough.
Okay, Mr. Waddell, you can return to your seat. Our next witness is Leah Price. Please come to the stand. Mr. O'Brien will start with the questions.
Leah, you're the detective on this case, correct?
Yes.
Tell us what you found.
In this murder case, my partner and I investigated this crime scene and found that Glenn Waddell was about to be fired for employee misconduct right before the murder happened. We did some research on Mr. Waddell and found that he has anger and drinking problems.
Well, that's very interesting. Did you have any other leads?
No. In my mind, the only suspect is Glenn, and I believe he is guilty.
Thank you, Leah. I rest my case.
Does the defense have any questions?
No, Your Honor. I would just like to remind everyone that the suspect is innocent until proven guilty, and this prosecution offers no real proof.
You may leave the stand, Leah. Our next witness is Annie Boatwright. You can question the witness.
Miss Boatwright, where were you on the night of Glenn's boss's murder?
I was at home with Glenn.
All right, well, this confirms Glenn's alibi. He's innocent.
Tim, you can question the witness.
So, Annie, you and Glenn move a lot, don't you?
Yeah, so what?
Well, I was just wondering if Glenn had trouble with work before.
Well, maybe, but Glenn has a good heart, and I'll always love him no matter what happens.
Has Glenn ever done anything in the past that might suggest crime?
Answer the question, Mrs. Boatwright.
No, of course not. He's never hurt anyone.
Well, that's all the questions I have.
We will continue the trial tomorrow.
He's innocent. They got nothing on this guy. Unless they get some good evidence, he's gonna walk.
But his wife seemed hesitant. I think she's just covering up for him.
That's nonsense.
Not gonna win, am I? Looks like this monster's just gonna walk away.
You're Tim O'Brien, right?
Yep.
I think I can help you. Put me on the stand.
Well, I guess I got nothing to lose. Okay.
Order in the court. We are going to resume this case for today. Do either of you have any witnesses left to question, or should we just move on to the closing statements?
I have a witness to question, Your Honor. His name is Amir.
All right, the prosecution calls Amir to the stand.
Thank you. Amir, you told me something very interesting this morning. Please share your story with us.
I've never been good staying up for anyone, and I can't begin to explain how much guilt I've been feeling for not telling someone sooner. The night of the murder, I was there, and I saw it happen. I was afraid that if I said anything in the moment, that Glenn would kill me too. I was working late, and I was just getting ready to leave when I heard lots of shouting coming from the office. I went over, and I saw Glenn and my boss fighting. I saw Glenn strangle him, and I was so afraid, so I hid while Glenn ran off. I was afraid to tell anyone what I saw, but I wanted to tell the truth, so here I am.
Thank you, Amir. You've done the right thing by testifying. I have no more questions. I think we're done here.
Would the defense like to cross-examine?
I don't know what to say.
Then it looks like we're done with the investigation. Will the prosecution please give their closing statements?
Well, as all can see, I think Glenn was at work that night. He killed his boss, and I hope the jury has enough sense to bring him justice. That's all I have to say.
All right, will the defense please give their closing statements?
My client is innocent. He was at home with his wife that night, and we don't even know if that witness was legit. My client was home with his wife, and I hope the jury will free him and do the right thing.
Thank you both. The jury will deliberate and return with their verdict. I feel like all the evidence points to Glenn. He was so nervous, and Amir was telling the truth. I could just feel his honesty.
Are you sure, though? It seems like they were just stereotyping him. This Glenn is a man just like me. I don't know if there's enough evidence.
Hassan, you haven't said a word. What do you think?
Well,
Order in the court. All rise for the verdict's final decision.
find Glenn Waddell. We, the jury, find Glenn Waddell guilty of murder.
Order in the court. The defendant has been found guilty, and I hereby sentence you to life in prison. Theft is the only sin, and Mr. Waddell, you have stolen the man's right to life. Therefore, your punishment will last a lifetime. This case is closed. Court is adjourned. Take him away.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
Hey, Amir.
Oh, how's it going?
I just wanted to let you know you did the right thing today, and you really put that monster away for life, and you won't be able to hurt anyone anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of a relief, but it's the least I can do.
Well, we won today, and it's a good thing we stopped, and we don't know if you could have hurt anyone else. But thanks again.
I can't believe I almost got away with that. I'm never doing that again. I can't believe. Get me out of this freaking place!
Hey, quiet down in there.
Shut up. I don't care.